Welcome back to It's Only Comics, and now it's time for the Roundtable. It's been announced recently that the Irredeemable Ant-Man series, written by Robert Kirkman and drawn by Phil Hester, is going to be facing cancellation as of issue number 12. In an interview on Newsarama, Kirkman has stated that if the book does well in the graphic novel format, that it can dodge that bullet. Unfortunately, it's going to be in one of those little digest kids book size things, and I hate. Am I the only person that hates those?
They
They
do the same thing with Runaways.
Don't really appeal to 45-year-old men. No.
Exactly.
No,
I
45-year-old
mean,
men.
it's a format that seems to be geared toward kids, and this is a book about a guy who steals a superhero costume off of his best friend's corpse and uses it to line his own pockets and see chicks naked in the shower. On top of that, it had a lot of great character stuff, which was just done in little tiny talking head caption boxes, which when you take the page and shrink it down, not going to look so great. So, given that Ant-Man is a relatively named character, and it's a real twist on the whole superhero genre, how did this book not succeed? I mean, am I alone in thinking that this was a really good title and it really deserved a shot to be published? I mean...
No, it was good.
Very good title by an established author and an established artist.
Exactly. These weren't nobodies.
Great art by Phil Hester.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, what does that say? If a book like that gives an original spin, and this isn't just some random character that they just made up too, I mean, it's Ant-Man. Okay, maybe the fact that it's Ant-Man is the problem, but, you know, what does that say about the state of comics today when, you know, a book like this can't succeed? Tony, your thoughts?
Well, I think as far as modern mainstream comics go, at least in the superhero realm, Kirkman himself raised a very interesting point in his Newsarama interview, in that in today's world of crossovers, of Civil War, 52, Crisis, Planet Hulk, etc., the reading list for these comics becomes almost prescribed, and anything which the reader wants to read, but which is ancillary to the core title or the core universe titles, gets brushed aside. The more of these core titles that hit, the more Heroes for Hire, World War Hulk crossovers we get, the fewer Ant-Mans I get to read.
Yeah, sort of the universe is expanding, but people's pocketbooks are staying the same.
Exactly.
Travis, what do you think?
It's a really bad idea for Marvel right now. Especially, I really believe that they're coming at this like it's not going to be a well enough movie or book for a movie to come out. You know, as most like your X-Men, your Hulks, your whatever. But then again, it'll probably become a cult favorite, much like the Tom DeFalco run of Spider-Girl, where they'll say it's canceled, but they'll keep bringing it back and back and back again.
So this could even just be a PR stunt.
Yeah, it really does sound like a PR stunt to me.
Okay. Steve, what are your thoughts?
Well, I've made this argument before, and I'll make it again. To me, this just suggests, again, it was a fine superhero comic book. It probably is fine a superhero comic book, especially a new one I've seen in quite a while. But the truth of the matter is, I think the market is saturated. The people that want to read superhero comic books are reading as many superhero comic books as they can already. On the other hand, we're seeing growth in titles like Lone Ranger, The Walking Dead, Sheena, Queen of the Jungle. People are clearly having, they'll reach a little deeper in their pockets to read something they're not already reading. So there's an untapped market for things that are not superheroes. But for superhero comics, that market is just saturated.
So is that something that you guys think? I mean, when you look at the big picture, and Marvel is obviously dominating the sales charts. Even DC is lagging behind them. Do you guys think that's a fair and accurate picture of the way the marketplace is today?
Marvel, of course, is going to dominate right now because they have all these new readers coming in from the movies, your X-Men, people that never read a comic before but are going to pick one up. DC is lagging behind right now because of their multi-tiered crises, your 52s, your Countdown tie-ins. We got the Sinestro Corps War that are coming up. it's going to be a weird year to see who's going to come out on top. But right now, Marvel's killed off Captain America. You got press coverage from press outlets that you would never thought to see a comic book in. AP is running stories. It's ridiculous.